Hello everybody, my name is Sarah K. Regley and welcome to Sarah K. Connects. Today's story features an interesting phenomenon which many men are overlooking women who would likely be good for them. Today we are going to advocate and celebrate the women in which men should be dating and why they should be dating them. In our research, we have often found that many men overlook women who they perceive don't need them and who may give off an air that they've got everything taken care of. However, we have found with our research that though these women are very capable and well-rounded and are good at what they do, they do have come from a place of wanting to give and receive love rather than coming from a place of needing and demanding certain necessities of life. And many men, we really do, after all this research, we have found that they should consider this woman, because although she may seem difficult to catch at the beginning, if I dare use such language, she may be a quality partner and someone who they really feel they can share their life with.
The next woman that you should consider is the woman who is more fit than you. There are some women who do have expectations that you will be 6'6" and have a six pack and have six figures, but most women are not so shallow. Usually they just want to be treated like a queen and have good chemistry.
Thank you so much for that. And the next woman who's often overlooked is the quiet women. I found many men, they are attracted to very charismatic, loud women because they demand so much attention. But my friends, many of the attention ought to go to these quiet ones. Sometimes it's just because they're shy and they don't know what to do with attention. Sometimes they're introverts and they don't like dealing with unnecessary people, so they get their head down. And sometimes they're just a real focused woman who's got some plans and some goals, and she's putting her nose to the grindstone to get those things done, and she ain't got time for y'all nonsense. The reason you should give these women a shot is if she's shy or introverted, chances are very high that she'll put more of that attention on you, my friend. If she is a focused woman and you are in the line of her focus, there ain't no problem that she ain't gonna try to fix in that relationship. And you should give this woman a shot, that even though it's gonna be much harder on the outside to get into her little heart, it's worth the time and energy, because she's gonna want to love you to your fullest. Hello everybody, I've come here to tell you today about the woman that you're probably really overlooking, and this woman is in fact a woman who doesn't share the same interests or hobbies as you. Now, the reality is, as long as you're on the same page about the four core issues, which are money, in-laws, religion, and kids, you're pretty much good to go. Everything else is on the periphery and can be worked out. You can have other friends to enjoy your hobbies with, and as long as you're in a respectful, loving relationship, they will give you the space to enjoy these things that you care about. You can love and respect each other's love of other things without necessarily loving those things to the same extent that your partner does. So give that woman a shot. She might end up liking it more than you thought she did. Have I made myself clear? I made myself clear.
The next woman that men ought to consider to date are the not it girls. Many men, after decades of subconscious media consumption, have a very clear idea of what beauty is based off of the subjective standards of the time in which they're born. This, too, is the curse of the man, because quite frankly, there are many kinds of beautiful in this world.
Like, oftentimes when we were looking these things up, we were finding that many men wouldn't date someone who was out of their league. Like, she made more money than him, or she's super gorgeous or something. But the reality is that, like, if he treats her like a queen and is super duper kind and helpful and is like 100% genuine guy, like, she often will overlook those things. And sometimes it's a standard that men put upon themselves, even though the woman doesn't necessarily think that's what's possible. I mean, honestly, like, I really just think that men should just, wait for a woman to say no. Like, don't say no to her just because you're afraid she's gonna say no to you. You don't know what her expectations are gonna be like, Like, you really don't know. And that could totally be a game changer.
We actually have found, after much investigation, that many men will overlook women who are from a different culture from themselves, or a different ethnicity, or as perceived by humanity, race. Now, and this is normally not in a condescending way, it's due to the thinking that because she is from a different culture than myself, she would not be interested in me. Now, however, under much investigation, we have discovered that women are, in fact, human beings. And human beings have a tendency to be able to think for themselves and form their own opinions. And their openness or lack thereof is a completely determined factor. So, from this story, we gathered that men may have more success if they open their dating options to those women who haven't even said no to them. They just assumed that they would. All right, when y'all sent me this question, I really had to take into consideration the boring woman. And I only say this because many dudes out here are attracted to the exciting, the talkative, bubbly, witty, fiery, spicy chick. And she seems really cool and fun, like, when you're dating. But the reality is, oftentimes, this woman, her wit will quickly turn into sass, and her spiciness will turn into a roasting oven that you come home to. And with that boring chick who was sitting in the corner studying, that was looked over for that chick, she's the one who's grounded and has goals and is able to keep a cool head on her shoulders and can hold her tongue even if she gets mad. Yeah, dudes out here gotta give that boring chick a shot.
Thank you so much for our presentation. Now, for your enjoyment, let me present to you bloopers from today's production. Thank you.
The next most important thing that the next woman who you should consider, the next woman that you're probably overlooking, is the woman who I don't know what this character. Alright. The other woman that you are probably overlooking to your deficit. Hi, everybody. You should give this woman a shot. Not all women are interested in the NBA, the NFL, the NBC, CNBC.
Many women are fit just because they like being fit, not because they want people to adore their bodies 24/7. They just want to be treated like a queen. So, practice your queen treating, and you will be good. Oh, why did I get so washed out? I am like a moon face now.